أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل محمد رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. My dear student, I am ASM Nur Lamin Khan, Senior Assistant Teacher of Ashrabad High School. I am going to take a class on English second paper. I have selected transformation of sentence as today's topic. I think all of you are well. I am also well. I request you not to go out of your house. If you have to go out, you must wear mask and uh, keep a safe distance from other people. And when you return home, you must wash your hand and face with sanitizer. My dear student, let us enter into our class. Let us start our class. Our topic is transformation. What is transformation? Transformation means changing a type of sentence to another without changing the meaning of the sentence. Just for example, you can say only Allah can help us. It is an affirmative sentence. If we want to change it into negative, we must say none but Allah can help us. In these two sentences, we see that the two sentences are different in type, but the meaning of the sentences are same. Today I will discuss simple, complex and compound sentence. To recognize the sentences, to recognize which sentence is simple, which sentence is complex, which sentence is compound, we have to have a clear idea on some grammatical terms. These are clause, phrase, finite verbs, non-finite verbs and conjunction. What is clause? Clause is a part of sentence which has a finite verb, and phrase also is a part of sentence, but phrase doesn't have a finite verb. What is the difference between clause and phrase? Finite verb is the difference. Finite verb is the difference. Clause must have a finite verb and phrase mustn't have a finite verb. What is finite verb? Finite verb is limited verb, the verb which is influenced by tense and subject and other part of the sentence is called finite verb. And in the other sense, in we can say the verb which complete the sense, which completes the sense of a sentence, which completes the meaning of a sentence is called finite verb. Non-finite verb is limitless. It is not influenced by any other part of the sentence, and it is not influenced by tense or subject, and it also cannot complete the sense of the sentence or meaning of the sentence. What is conjunction? Conjunctions are the words which join two or more nouns or words or clauses or sentences or phrases. I think you have got a clear idea about these grammatical terms. Now let us discuss simple sentence. Simple sentence is a type of sentence which has a finite verb. We can say the sentence having one finite verb is called simple sentence. For example, in spite of his being poor, he is honest. In this, it is a simple sentence. In this sentence, we say there is a finite verb, that is is. Is treated here as a finite verb. And then complex sentence. The complex sentence is a type of sentence which has at least two finite verbs and which has two clauses. One is principal clause and another is subordinate clause, and two finite verbs are in two clauses, one in principal clause and another is in subordinate clause. And we can say the sentence which has a subordinate clause and a principal clause joined by a subordinating conjunction is called complex sentence. Though he is poor, he is honest. Here, though is a conjunction, he is poor is a clause and he is honest is another clause. And though he is poor, this clause is subordinate clause and he is honest, it is principal clause. Then compound sentence. The compound sentence is a type of sentence which has at least two finite verbs and two clause, and both the clause must be coordinate clause, and a coordinating conjunction joins the two clauses. We may say the sentence which has two coordinate clauses joined by coordinating conjunction is called compound sentence. As example, he was ill but he went to school. He was ill but he went to school. Here, he was ill is a clause and he went to school is another clause, and these two clauses join. Two clauses are joined by but is a coordinating conjunction. Now I will show you how the sentence are changed one into another. First of all, if we say complex, already we have a clear idea about complex sentence. Complex sentence must have a principal clause and a subordinate clause. If we want to make it simple and compound, we must make some changes in complex sentence. If we want to make it simple, we have to turn a clause into a phrase. Why? The complex sentence must have two clauses. One is principal, another is finite, another is subordinate clause. Keeping one finite verb unchanged, we must change other finite verbs into non-finite and other clauses into phrases, and the complex sentence will be compound. And if we want to make a complex sentence into complex, we have to create two coordinate clauses by using the clauses and the words and other things of complex sentence. Understand? Clear? Just we have learned how complex sentence can be changed into simple and compound. In the same way, we can change a simple sentence into compound and complex, and if we want to make it complex, we have to create a principal clause and a subordinate clause by using the materials found in the simple sentence. And if we want to make a simple sentence into compound, we must create two coordinate clauses using the materials found in the simple sentence. And in the same way, if we want to change the compound sentence to complex and simple, we must change it. How? If we make it simple, we keep a finite verb unchanged and another finite verb into non-finite and another clauses into phrase. And if we want to change compound sentence to complex, we must make a principal clause and a subordinate clause, and we must give it a coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction. In this way, we can change a simple sentence to compound, a simple sentence to complex, a complex sentence to simple, a complex sentence to compound, a compound sentence to simple, a simple compound sentence to complex. This is the gist. If you can remember this circle, it will be helpful for you in changing simple, complex and compound sentences. Let us see an example. Complex: though he was weak, he went to school. Here it is a complex sentence. There is two verbs, was and went. And if we want to make it simple, we have to make one clause into phrase. We have to change one clause into phrase, and we have to remove the subordinating conjunction though. How? In spite of, and in spite of his being poor. Here was is changed into being, and though is changed into in spite of, and in spite of his being weak. This is not a clause, this part of sentence is a phrase, so there is only one finite verb, that is went. So it is a simple sentence. And compound: he was weak but he went to school. Here a coordinating conjunction is important, and two clauses are joined by the coordinating conjunction, but and though is removed from here, and we can say when we find though, we use in spite of, making it simple, and when you find though, we can use but to make it compound. Thank you very much, and this is all today. Best of your luck. Assalamu alaikum.